I mean, look, the way I would look at it is, Bloodlines needs to be a whole new game. In order for it to become something that I would want to play again, it has to become a whole new game. And that's just way too much stuff. Way too much work for me to do. Like, I'm not that much of a modder. Gold on the left, iron on the right. We're going counterclockwise, right? Oh, there's gold on this side. Iron on this side. I wish they finished Bloodlines. But they didn't. And the game's unfinished and it's a mess. It's a real shame, actually. One, two, three, 4, and 5. Oh, that should be one block down. Let me fill this in like that. Rakinus says some of the things you've built in this game are pretty nice. You consider entering some of your Minecraft work in the competition on YouTube? I don't know. Don't really care that much about spotlights. Maybe when I'm done, I'll like release it. I mean, I already released the save file, if anyone's interested. But maybe when I'm done, I'll just like give it away. Not gonna be done for ages though. That way, 2 and 3. It's a difficult thing to spotlight too, Wackiness. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but it's really spread out. And like, to travel from one end to the other takes like 10 minutes. It's not something you can just put into a 30-second spotlight. It's really an immersive experience, this train network. You kind of have to take like a few hours to ride around to all the stations. And each station really is not that impressive. Like each individual station is kind of not that interesting. Like it's kind of small, it's just a little project. But the whole thing taken together, that's the impressive part. And that's not something you can put into a 30-second clip. It's when you get on the minecart, right? And you start riding. And in about like 3 minutes into your minecart ride, it starts to dawn on you just how massive this project is. And that's the part that is cool about this. You really have to... Like, you start thinking to yourself, man, how long is this ride gonna take? And then you realize the point of this project. Anyway, I'm working on that. So after I dig up loop 4 here, I'm gonna build the junctions at loop 4 and loop 1. And then I join up the regional loops in loop 4 and loop 1 with the other loops. And then we'll be able to ride from one end to the network to the other. All the way. And then we'll start to get a feel for how big this thing is. Because at the moment we don't actually have a feel for how big this thing is yet, because you can't actually ride around the whole thing. You don't even know, wackiness. You don't even know how big this thing is. I don't even know. One, two, three, four, five. Let's see, that and that. I should probably do the other side as well. Maybe I do this first. That's not meant to be there. Alright, and then we circle straight around this. Look how fast it is when you strafe. I mean, I'm getting dizzy doing this. Alright, so then we get to here. And step down. Where am I going? Oh, there's the water bit soon. I wonder... have you played Stalker? Wackiness, if you're still there. I'm just thinking of like games that should have been good but aren't really because they're not finished. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is one of them, as we said. And Stalker is another one that people really like, but it's actually like kind of not finished and in a pretty bad state. Magna says, you know, now that I think of it, I don't remember the last time you released the channel news video. Yeah, there's no news. I don't really have anything to say. If I do release a channel news video, Wackiness, it's likely it'll be me announcing that I'm gonna stop. So you're not looking forward to that one. Like, I don't foresee any serious changes until I quit the gaming videos and the streaming. Okay, there's gonna be a bit of water in front of us. Wagner says the Star Citizen count. That game was immensely hyped, tons of money, and it's still been in beta for 7 years plus. Well, it kinda counts. You know, it kinda does. But it's still being worked on, right? So it's not entirely abandoned yet. Star Citizen, but it is one of those things that... I mean, games are different these days. People keep working on them. Okay, I need to fill this in and then dig it back out again. Let me put that there. Oh, it's sand underneath. Oops, too far. So that's gonna be like a causeway. Like games like No Man's Sky. It's still being worked on. So I mean, in the old days, back when I was young, games like No Man's Sky, it'd just be released and then they'll just leave it alone, right? And then it'll be bad forever. Which has its own unique charm to it. The fact that they're just bad games. But these days, people keep working on games. So No Man's Sky is still being developed. And it's not like abandoned. Star Citizen, but yeah, like games like Star Citizen would have been probably. Fallout 76. Oh, poor Fallout 76. Which Fallout 76, which I suspect I would like actually, but I can't be bothered with buying it. But again, they continue to work on Fallout 76. I don't know, there might be a chance that it becomes good eventually. 7 days to die. I'm actually slightly mad about it. It had so much potential, but the developers just don't know how to finish a game. Actually kind of mad. It's like, how can you botch this so bad? 7 days. Like, they had a decent game, they just need to finish it. But no, some people in this world, wackiness, don't understand project management. And you know what? To be fair, a lot of people don't understand project management. But here's the secret, right? The secret is a project needs to end at some point. You can't just never finish. Yeah, you should have a clear end condition. Although I say that, and earlier I was talking about how the next channel news would be me quitting. I don't have a set time frame for quitting, but I do have a specific condition. Wackiness. It's if I find better things to do with my time. Or if I find more urgent things to do with my time. Long term, not just short term. Totem of Undying, what on earth is that? I need sponge. Anyway, I was just making a critique of other people. And project management. Wackiness says, I'm always worried that you'll fall in love, have children, and quit gaming. That is actually the least likely scenario. Because of my personality. Alright, where's the rest of this? Those, get rid of those. Wait, where's the water coming from? Oh, here? Alright, I think that's all of it. And the outside is unscathed. Good. The thing is, I think even if I get married and have children, I'll still have enough time to do gaming. I actually suspect I'll continue to play video games. Remember, this is only 1 day a week. It's not that much time that I'm putting in. Wackiness, does this mean you don't play early access games? Yeah, no, I genuinely don't, Wackiness. I genuinely don't play early access games. In fact, it's kind of weird that I started playing Minecraft in alpha. I don't play, like, I don't get early access games because I kind of want to see the finished product. Although, I mean, I have played some early access games. I don't. It's just that generally I don't. Sometimes I do. One, two, three, four, five. I mean, one, I don't get hyped. I just don't really get hyped. So I don't really like feel any urgent desire to just play stuff early. And also, like, I mean, I studied architecture. I do creative things every now and then. And like my experience of creative projects is that the thing really doesn't make sense until you finish it. I mean, sure, you can show people your work in progress, you can show people your ideas, but I find that a lot of people won't get it until they see the finished product. So early access, I think, is a bit of a trap and a bit of a risk.